Okay. Hi, everyone. So we're going to do a practice to help strengthen your connection between your amygdala and your hippocampus and your prefrontal cortex. So if you remember the posture of mindfulness, for the most part, it's upright and relaxed. Again, you can do it laying down for sure, as long as you're not really tired, because it's a higher probability that you'll fall asleep. So, and then eyes closed or just a low gaze so that you're not bringing in all the stimulation. And so I'm going to get my bell. And every time I ring the bell at the beginning, just bring your attention to the sound of the bell. Again, that practices bringing your attention somewhere. And every time we ask our mind to bring our attention somewhere, we're thinking that prefrontal cortex, okay? Okay. And so we'll also bring our attention now to the sensation of gravity on our body. So just allow yourself to notice what gravity feels like in your body. There's a heaviness, a pulling to the ground, pulling to the chair, pulling to the couch. And just letting your body feel that, feeling the sensation of gravity. Again, you can feel it in different places. Maybe your face or your head or your neck or your shoulders, or the way your feet touch the ground. Just see if you can notice, scan your body a little bit and see if you can notice that feel of gravity, that heaviness. And then I'm going to invite you to take a couple deep breaths. And remember, we talked about letting the exhale be long so that you can spread out the deactivation. Let it be bigger. Okay, so you don't have to make that noise yourself, but I'm just trying to show you that one way to make the exhale be longer is to purse your lips, and then the air can't move through so fast. And so it does lengthen it, again, giving you time to deactivate, to settle your attention. And you can always use those breaths during the day. Remember, just a breath and a long exhalation, paying attention to the exhalation, and that could settle you right away. And so now just allowing your breath to return to its normal pace. And so what we're going to bring our attention to today, the present moment experience that we're bringing our attention to today, is our breathing. So for a second, just bring your attention to the sensation of your exhale and your inhale. Noticing your breath go in and out. And you'll actually notice that you notice it somewhere in particular. So there's a couple of places, and different people notice their breath in different places. So one is you might just notice the air going through your nostrils, that feel of the air, or maybe even at the back of your throat. Or you might notice your breath at the expansion of your lungs and the contraction of your lungs in your chest. Or you might notice it in your belly as it expands and contracts. So just play with that for a minute and see, where is it that you notice your breath most predominantly? Just feeling the sensations of the rising, falling, or of the cool air. And when we bring our attention somewhere, let's call it our anchor. Because like a boat, a ship that's on the water, if it doesn't want to drift off, but it's not connected to a shore or anything, it throws down an anchor. And so that it won't drift off. And so if our mind starts to wander away with thoughts, we can come back to our anchor. And right now, our anchor is where you feel your breath. So, speaking of the mind wandering off, that's a really normal thing for it to do. Our mind was made to think. And so, if it gets bored, and for me, it is kind of boring paying attention to the breath, right? Going in, going out. So, it's likely to wander. But if you notice that it's wandered, just gently come back to the sensation of your breath. It's not a problem that it wanders at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, that's what we're practicing. We're practicing noticing when it's gone away, our attention is gone, where we're not asking it to be, and then we gently bring it back. And that's the practice of mindfulness, and that's the practice that strengthens the prefrontal cortex. So let's just do that for a few more minutes. Bringing attention to our breath. And if it wanders, we can come back. And actually, that's the non-judging part. If our mind wanders, we don't judge it. We just gently come back. And even if we have to come back every second breath, that's fine. That's part of the practice. That's going to make us really strong. We'll have a lot of practice in coming back. You might play a little game if your mind is really wandery, which is that see if you can get through 2 or 3 breaths. So you can count your breaths, on the inhale, 1, next inhale, 2, and then maybe your mind will wander and you'll go, oh, come back and start again at 1. Following the breath. Ooh. And if you're struggling with staying with the breath, again, it's not a problem. We're just beginning this practice, and it's going to be difficult maybe for us. There's a lot of things out there grabbing our attention. So it makes sense that it'd be hard to bring it to something as simple as the breath. But every time we catch it wandering and we come back, it's like doing a sit-up. We've done another sit-up, and the more sit-ups we do, the stronger abs we get. Okay, so now just see if you can bring your attention back to the sensation of sitting in the chair or lying on your bed, wherever you are. A feeling of your whole body just being where it is. And here comes the bell. And again, just bring your attention to that sound. At the end, we'll always just bring our attention to that sound. And when you don't hear it anymore and you're ready, open your eyes. Okay. So that was our practice. And believe it or not, it's that simple. That simple, and that simple, by simple, I mean not complicated, right? But it does take practice to keep coming back. And so, you know, if you're keeping a little journal, and I said I was going to ask some questions, you know, you can write down where it is that you noticed it. Like, did you notice your breath in your belly or in your chest or in the air flowing through your nostrils? Yeah. Was your mind very wandery? Did you notice that? Is wandery a word? Did it wander off a lot, or was it easier to stay with the breath? How did that feel? Because we're going to do different anchors. And so, you know, maybe the breath is not your thing, but right now we'll try it. So if I would invite you to practice this, maybe once a day, you can set your timer for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Settle your body a little bit with a couple deep breaths, noticing the gravity, and then bring your attention to your breath and watch it come. Watch your attention come and go, and let the bell ring when you're done, and see how that feels. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Again, if you have any questions, my email rgeraghty@yahoo.com. Okay. Thanks.